Sagittarius. My friends, hello my fire family, how are you? I am Sag Rising. I'm right in here with this tribe. Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you, and I appreciate all of your views on my last video. Thank you for doing that. So this week we are reading for the week ahead. We're going to start off with some oracles. We're going to move to tarot, find out what's going on. This first deck that I'm using is called the Sign of the Times Oracle. And let's get one card from each of these decks, and then we'll move into tarot. Sagittarius, thank you for being in the comments. Thanks for your thumbs up, your shares, and subscribing. A lot of you guys come by and give me your clicks and views, which I appreciate that. But please, I hope that you'll reach out and touch that subscription button. It does make a difference in how this channel grows. Thank you for doing that. All right, Saggies. Let's do it. I'm so grateful for my Sag energy. Being a Taurus sun is pretty serious business. Sometimes I just like to be silly. All right, here we go. Here we go. We have bullseye. Okay, so you have some sort of a focus next week. I think your focus is on stability. It's on balance. We've got card number 4. So it feels like you are trying to stabilize some things in your life as it pertains to whatever is going on with you right now. Focus. Focus at the center. Keep your eye on the prize, my friend, is what I want to say. And the prize is staying in balance. Look, it's easy to overspend. It's easy to take on too many commitments in the holiday season, right? It's really easy to do that. We have a card that says commitment. Let's get one of these. Sag, if you're interested in a private read, please know that there is room over at Wizio. If you look below this video, you will see a link that says more. If you click that, it will open that panel and you'll get the link to Wizio. My readings there begin at $40. I also have a reading for the first 3 months of the year, if you're interested in that. All right, here we go. We've got the Crow Spirit. It says, co-create with spirit. Okay, so I feel like you're supposed to stay in balance. What do we got here? We've got Sunflower, take action. Card number 34 is a 7. Again, it says here, create with spirit. And to me, card number 34 being a 7 is spirit. To me, 7s are always about heaven, heavenly things, and divine interventions. And so I feel like the universe is telling you it's time for you to open. It's time for you to open up and be aware. And it's time for you to take action on your growth. Because that's what happens, right? When the sunflower opens, you know that it's growing, that it's healthy. And so I think you're supposed to take action here. Bottom of the deck, we have cooperation. In your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value. Friendships have value. The relationships that you have with your family and friends have value. Cooperation is value, right? It's a lot of value when you can have people around you that you can be in cooperation with. We have the armadillo spirit. It says set healthy boundaries. Look, the armadillo is got their armor on, right? We've got card number 3. I want to say that in all of your partnerships, make sure that you are setting hard boundaries. And who are the boundaries for? They're for you. They're not for them. You're not setting boundaries on other people. What you're doing is you're setting the boundaries on yourself, saying, I have this amount of self-worth. And if you're going to treat me this way, you're always going to, if you treat me A, you're always going to get B. Always give them B consistently, and they will start to learn how to treat you. You're teaching people how to treat you, by the way. All right, so we have commitment. It says you dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your very being. Well, that sounds like Sag all wrapped up in a present. That's what it does sound like. I don't think I've ever met a Sagittarius person who wasn't had the deepest love. It says, I love the way it says it here. It says, believe wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your being. And I really believe that that kind of wraps you up, Sag, all in one here. That love is the essence of who you are. And it doesn't necessarily mean romantic love. You have love for people in general, and you're willing to help whenever you can. Co-create with spirit. Interesting. You might be visited by birds, possibly being followed by crows. Crows, or maybe you've had an interaction with a raven. They're very, very smart. We have card number 17. 1 and 7 is 8. So this is about putting the hard work in on something. Co-creating with spirit tells me that you're speaking to spirit. So that's meditation, prayer. I feel like the that's your focus. I feel like your focus in the week ahead is on love, it's on commitment, and this commitment will come about if you choose to be in co-creation with Spirit. Because you can't get it all on your own. That's the truth of it, right? You can't get it by yourself. All right. See what's coming up with tarot here, Sagittarius. Woo! Things are popping out. These ones are really slippery. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Sagittarius, please. Tell me about Sag, my Sag family here. Tell me about Sag. Fire friends. Something tried to pop out there. Tell me about Sag, please. We've got the Ten of Cups. That is love. That is happiness. It's ultimate happiness in love, right? And it could be love of family. Could be love, romantic love. We have the Ace of Swords and the Two of Wands. We have the Eight of Cups, we have the Hierophant, and we have the Nine of Swords. We've got the Three of Swords in the distance. So I think that your focus is talking to someone about feelings, about the relationship. So for those of you who are not quite into a relationship, I want to say maybe you're dating someone, or maybe you guys haven't really talked about the serious stuff yet. I feel like the talk is coming up. I want to say that somebody wants to talk to you, or you want to talk to someone else. We've got the Ace of Swords here. And so I feel like there is somebody who is at the crossroads who wants to speak with you. I like this Two of Wands picture. It shows somebody who's writing cards, writing letters. I like this particular depiction. Oh, the moon is here. Yeah, these look like holiday cards, possibly. You might get a note from someone who's at the crossroads of their life, Sag. It could be you. You could be the one who's writing the note. Maybe you're at the crossroads of your life. I feel as though there is to be some sort of a conversation about the 10 Cups. About the 10 Cups, about, do we want to call this a family? Do we want to bring everyone together under one roof? The 10 of Good Cheer. For those of you who have already started a relationship, or what is headed toward a relationship, maybe you haven't named it yet. I feel like for those of you, or you're going to have some sort of a talk. Now, the thing is that the bullseye here, the focus is stability. So I feel that somebody wants to speak to you, or you want to speak to someone else about stability. How are we going to be stable in this relationship? We're at the crossroads now. You know, you get to that point in the relationship, Sag, where it's like 3 or 4 months in, maybe 6 months in, and you're like, where is this going from here? Do we carry on from here, or what are we going to do, right? I feel as though somebody is following their intuition or listening to the higher self. It's the person who is at the crossroads. Somebody is about to make a decision to open up a conversation with you, or you open up with them. Take it as it resonates. But we do have some Taurus energy here. Somebody is on a fixed path, and I think that they want you to go with them. The Two of Wands tells me that that's expansion as well. It feels like the person who is at the Two of Wands, or the person who is at the crossroads of their life, is looking at expanding into some sort of commitment. So I feel if you're the person who's at the beginning of something and you don't know what it is yet, that I think that the talk is probably coming next week. I think you're going to talk about it. It feels like I feel like you've been kind of losing sleep over it, or you're feeling a little bit nervous, you're feeling a little bit anxious about what's going on here. Like you're like, we're at this point, is it going to move any further? I'm not really sure. We've got 9 and 1 is 10. Is it over? It's like we have to add the Ace of Swords here. I feel like somebody has an idea of what's going on, but isn't quite sure. And I feel what's making somebody nervous here is the 8 of Cups. I feel like somebody feels the other person is not quite in, or is not really very emotionally attached to the situation. That, there's a little bit of worry about what might come up in the future here. Are we Are we at the Eight of Cups? Are we settling? Am I settling? Maybe someone else thinks they're settling, but I feel like that's the talk we're going to have here. The Ace of Canes or the Ace of Swords is going to give you all the clarity that you need about whether or not this crossroads energy is going to turn into some sort of commitment. I want to say the person that's in your life could be a Taurus, but I feel like this person already has like a spiritual path or a religious path, or they're going to want you to follow them on the path. So I want to say that, you know, if they're a certain type of religion that requires for you to be baptized in their religion, that might be something that you might have to talk about, right? That might be a fundamental difference. So it feels like somebody already knows where their path is, and they're not going to veer from the path. And I think that might be a bit of a worry as well. You're wondering is this over? Is it going to end up in heartbreak? Let's clarify a little bit. And I think your focus for the week ahead is balance and stability. I think that you just want something that's stable. You want to know what's going on. Tell me about the Two of Wands, please. Tell me about the crossroads energy. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, who is Capricorn, but also Taurus and Virgo in this reading. It feels like that there is someone in your life who is at the crossroads of their life. They are someone who is quite sturdy and stable. They might carry a business. This person is earth energy, and they're all about their pentacles. They're all about their financial stability or the stability of their pentacle world. They could be a Taurus. That does sound like Taurus. We have the Holly King, and the Holly King is the Emperor. So that's why I'm saying that your person or you, possibly both of you, could be carrying a business here. What else do we need to know? Somebody is wondering whether they want to share everything that they've built. Yeah. So the Two of Wands is telling me we're at the crossroads. And the Queen of Pentacles showing up, it's the crossroads of my 3D world. I, right now, am in charge of my 3D world. I make all the rules, right? The Emperor, I make all the rules. I tell everybody what to do. Everybody falls in suit. It feels like somebody here is at the crossroads of their life and wondering if they really want to have someone else share in their pentacle world. And I don't mean in their money necessarily. I mean moving someone in. I mean someone being in your space. Someone who is going to be... Am I still going to be the leader? It feels like this Taurus energy here, or it could be an Aries energy. Somebody here is the leader, and they want to remain the leader. They don't want to be told what to do, and they don't want to be micromanaged. We have Father Christmas, and Father Christmas in this deck is Virgo. That is the Hermit energy. So I want to say that somebody, this Emperor is full of wisdom, but they're really thinking. They're really thinking it out. Do I really want to share everything I have with Sagittarius? Am I ready to do that? Am I ready to commit to Sagittarius? Because I feel, Sag, that if this person decides that they don't want to move you in or move to the next stage or have this conversation, I feel like it could go either way. We did see the Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I feel like it could end, right? We're wondering. Tell me about the Ace of Swords, please. What's the conversation? Yep. Are you happy? The Sun is here. Are you happy? Do you want to join our families? Do we want to have children? Do we want to go forward? Do we want to celebrate our lives together? Do we want to do all of these things as a family? So it feels like Leo energy, of course, shows up, and it's all about being happy, growing. Should we grow together? We've got the Star, and we've got the Hanged Man. So someone is hopeful here. There is someone who is hopeful that this is going to end up in a very happy situation. I also think that someone has a lot of clarity here. They've gained a lot of clarity, and they're going to be very honest about their ideas. and about the things that they want to say. They know that they're at a crossroads and that they have to be completely authentic with you in order to move forward. Because if you're not into the plan that they have, because they're on a path that they're not veering away from, if you're not in on their plan, I don't think this is going to work for you. We have Piscean energy here, and we have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man and the Star together gives me the energy that I'm hopeful that if I wait long enough, if I sacrifice enough, if I, it's like somebody here is like wanting to plant seeds, but these seeds are falling onto the ground. They're not being planted. It's winter, right? We've got white on the ground. Somebody wants to plant trees, wants to plant something that's going to grow, that's going to root. It feels like somebody here feels like that. I want to say somebody here has hope that the other person is going to sacrifice something for them. That they're going to sacrifice maybe their path or their pentacles, or that's what it feels like. Can we be happy together? Because I'm hopeful that we can be. I'm trying to look at it from your side of the situation. Tell me what the worry is, please. What is the worry? 9 of Swords. The worry is that this thing is going to come to a complete and total end. That maybe we are going to part ways at this point. I feel like there's a lesson to be learned here. Things are circle. It's almost like we're back at the place where we started. When you first start, you have all the ideas of what this relationship could be. I feel like you're back to the beginning again. You're back to where this started. The Wheel of Fortune is here. And we have the Queen of Good Cheer. Look, there's a big decision to be made here. There's the list, and it is the Judgment card, right? I like that, the list. Nonetheless, okay, so let's take a look at this here. So I feel like, you're going to move on either way. That if this person decides that they want you in their life, if they want to be in your life, Sag, or you want to be in their life, I feel like somebody is going to have to say it, or it's going to come to an end, and you're going to learn a lesson here, but things are going to move forward. Things are going to change from here. So depending on this conversation, this serious conversation, your relationship to this person who is maybe a Taurus, maybe a Virgo, maybe an Aries, this person who's in charge, all 3 of those energies are energies that are leadership. I feel like that depending on what goes down here, depending on what we come to as a resolution, I feel like something is going to change. And it's going to change because somebody is about to make a really big decision here. We have the list, and we have the 6 of Pentacles. So somebody's going to make a really big decision to give you reciprocity after a very long time. We have the Queen of Good Cheer here. We have the King, but the King is in reverse. So I want to say that it's that the person who is the masculine leaning energy is someone who is very overly emotional about how this is going to resolve itself. I think it is the Taurus who is very overly emotional or wears their heart on their sleeve. With the Wheel of Fortune being here, it works out either way for you, Sag, and I just want you to know that. Whether you get the commitment or whether you don't, the commitment is with yourself and with your co-creation with spirit. You're going to get your stability anyway, regardless of what this person chooses about you, whether they choose to end it or they choose to carry on with the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like it works out in your favor. Either way, you get what is coming to you. You get what you deserve. And what do you deserve? That is something that you have to decide. What is it that you deserve? But I think that you need to make a really big decision here. We've got the Judgment card here. You've got a really big decision about, should we go back around with this? Should I ask you again? Should we have this conversation again? Because I feel like this is not the first time we're having this conversation. I feel like that this conversation has to happen because it feels like you're kind of floating out there, not knowing what to do, and you need a path, right? You need a spiritual path. You need a path in life. You just need a path. You need to know where this is going. And somebody, either you or them, is making a really big decision about that. Take it as it resonates. I'm going to leave this here, Sag. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you and all the ways that you love me on this channel. Please be in the comments. Thank you for the thumbs up, and I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. Bye-bye.